What does NMR stand for? Well, it stands for nuclear magnetic resonance. Thing that we do with NMR is to try to determine the structure of molecules. We're using NMR in my lab to study the interactions of proteins with their partners in and around cells, and this includes collagen and elastin fibers that are major parts of our body. One of my colleagues likes to liken NMR to a Swiss Army knife. It's got lots of blades. You can do lots of different things with it. It's lots of different tools in one. I like to make an analogy with a guitar or piano. And then the way we pluck the strings, so to speak, is we fire in bursts of radio frequency light. So the resonance of the nuclei in the magnetic field, and when I say nuclei, I mean the inside middle parts of atoms, okay? All atoms have these nuclei. And so these nuclei resonate in radio frequencies which are just below your FM range and just above your FM range and also just below your cell phone range. But we can also study how the molecules move, and we can study how they sort of assemble, and we can study how protein catalysts, which are called enzymes, how they change molecules that they work on. So we can follow the time course of that. We can use it for trying to identify compounds that bind to proteins or nucleic acids which the pharmaceutical industry would like to target for drug development for treating disease. One of the most common forms of NMR that people have heard of is MRI, magnetic resonance imaging. So if a doctor deems that they need to look inside your brain or your joint or your bone or whatever body part and see if it looks normal or not, I mean, they'll do an MRI. And originally it was called NMR, but then they fairly early on changed the name to MRI, magnetic resonance imaging.